So what's going on there, guys? It's Rage Gamer here for another, well, Black Ops 3 video. Today we're going to be looking at how to get easy one-shot / one-hit kills in Black Ops 3 multiplayer for whatever camos. And you may be thinking, what is this joker doing uploading Black Ops 3 stuff? Well, to be honest with you, surprisingly, Black Ops 3 videos of mine are much more popular than the Infinite Warfare ones. A lot of people are still watching Black Ops 3 multiplayer guides that I've done in the past. A lot of you probably came from those videos. So I thought, why not continue for a bit, you know. They may not be terribly successful, but I thought, you know, at least try it out again, see how it's going. If this goes well, I'll do more of them, and I'd love to do it because I really enjoyed playing again on Black Ops 2. It was a nice incentive to go back to the game. Anyway, so what are one-shot kills? Well, basically what they are is, as the name suggests, shooting someone with just one bullet. Now, they're required for the shotguns, only certain shotguns, because some of them require headshots instead, because they're not one-shot kills. Yeah, like I said, you need some of the shotguns, and then all of the snipers require one-shot kills. Now, the game uses one-shot and one-hit kind of interchangeably. I'm just going to say one-shot because it sounds better, but, you know, either way, it means the same thing. So, let's start off with the shotguns. Let's look at the setup for that, and then we'll move on to the snipers. So, what I suggest is hopping into free-for-all, core free-for-all, not hardcore, and you want to just hop into free-for-all with your shotgun, and you want to put on the following setup. Personally, this is what I like. So I like going for the ELO, makes it clear, easy to see. The laser sight is going to increase the hip fire accuracy. The long barrel is going to increase the range. I'll explain more about that in a second. And finally, rapid fire is going to increase the rate of fire, obviously, and it's going to mean you can get more shots, and hopefully one of those will be on target to kill the enemy, and you're less likely to, you know, die. So, in terms of perks, I've gone for 6th Sense in perk 1. It obviously allows you to see enemies on the minimap, and it also comes up with like flashing and beeping when an enemy's near. So you can see people when they're around corners, or, you know, you can just predict where they're going to be, and you're less likely to die from that, basically. Then for perks, I've gone for 2 perks. I've gone for Fast Hands. It allows you to aim faster after sprinting. You know, in free-for-all, we're going to be sprinting around a lot. That's going to be useful. And then secondly, we put on a wild card, and that has allowed us to go for Tracker. And Tracker is obviously going to allow us to see the enemy's footprints, so we can follow where they're going and chase them, basically. That's what you do. You see their footprints, you see where they're going, you chase them down, and you kill them. That's ideally how it's supposed to go. Now, the reason I mentioned earlier about long barrel, the reason for this is because we're going for one-shot kills, and that means if you were to shoot someone with, like, let's just say I shoot an enemy called Greg, okay? Greg's standing in front of me, and I shoot Greg. Now, he doesn't die, I get a hit marker on him, and then I shoot him again, and he does die. So he's taking 2 bullets, it's taking 2 bullets to kill him. That wouldn't count as a one-shot kill because it wasn't a one-shot kill, it was a 2-shot kill. We want a one-shot kill. And obviously, the further we are away from enemies, the more likely it is to get a hit marker on someone, and that's gonna instantly mean we can't get a one-shot kill. So we want to avoid hit markers, and this is one way to do so. So we want to hop onto free-for-all. You know, I like sort of free-for-all, or like the Chaos Mosh Pit's quite good because it chooses maps that are sort of close quarters, and often things like Nuketown's quite good. So hopping on there is definitely something I would suggest. Now, what about score streaks? Score streaks, you know, there's not really anything as such that is super amazing. I just go for UAV, and then I just pretty much just leave it at that. I can go for other stuff as well, you know, perhaps, I don't know, like counter UAV or something to protect me. But honestly, we want to preserve as many kills as possible for our gun, so we can get this done as quickly as possible. On both the shotguns and the snipers, you need 100 one-shot kills, and so, yeah, the more we can get in one game, the better, really. So we want to try and avoid those lethal score streaks and just go for the ones that help us, like UAV and counter UAV, that kind of thing. In terms of specialists, I mean, people can go for different things. You know, you could go for like Vision Pulse, you can go for Psychosis, but I quite like Kinetic Armor. It's useful, and obviously it means you can have more health before dying, and you know, it guarantees you a few more one-shot kills, basically. So I like equipping it. I would just keep, like I said, going to either, you know, Chaos Mosh Pit or free-for-all. It's very good. You can get lots of kills. You just want to rush around, kill people, but like I said, avoid the hit markers, get as close as possible, and honestly, yeah, just try and survive. You know, you can see in the gameplay, you just sort of follow the same kind of thing I do in the gameplay, really, and that's that. So that's our setup done. Cool. In this gameplay you're seeing, I got 24 one-shot kills, but if you think you need 100, you know, if you get 24, that's less than 5 games you need, basically. or maybe 4 or 5 games, depending on how well you do. Yeah, no, it's not going to take long at all, and you're going to get it done really easily. And that's going to be the bulk of your camos done for your shotgun or sniper or whatever. Now let's move on to the snipers. So all snipers are one-shot kills, normally above the waist, depending on the gun, except the Drakon. The Drakon is a 2-shot kill on the body, and it's a 1-shot kill in the head. So for people that are thinking, oh my god, do I have to get 100 headshots to get these camos done? No, you don't, because I've saved you again. If you head into hardcore, you only need 1 shot from the Drakon to kill somebody, and that's going to count towards the 1-shot kills. So if you go in hardcore, then the Drakon, you know, it still works, because in core it's impossible normally to get 1-shot kills. Now there's 2 setups I like for the Drakon. You can go for the more technically campy setup, or there's the more sort of run and gun, move about kind of setup. It depends on your playstyle really. I know there are people that, you know, sort of get 25 bloodthirsties a game with the snipers and can do 360 no scopes and all that. I'm not looking for that. So for people moaning that, you know, that my sniper skills are probably average or subpar, then, you know, you're probably right, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people struggle with snipers, and I'm doing this obviously to help people. So if you struggle with snipers, kind of like me, then I suggest going for the hold down area kind of class. But also I've got another one I can show you in a minute, which is more run and gun, and it can also be useful. Now, if you're going for the one that's sort of more tailored towards holding down an area, then this is what I suggest you go for. So obviously the Recon, with the recon sight, the suppressor, it's going to, you know, obviously you won't show up on minimap and enemies will hear you less. And then finally fast mags, you can obviously reload faster, and I find I need to reload a lot with this weapon. Now obviously a lot of the, quite a few of the bullets you fire will probably not go on target, but this is quite a fast fire rate, so you can just sort of, not exactly spam it, but shoot quite fast until you get one of the kills, and then obviously you can reload with the fast mags. In terms of other perks and equipment, I've gone for 2 shock charges. You know, you can hold down an area. I know people are going to be annoyed that I'm promoting shock charges, but what are you supposed to do? If you struggle with a sniper, I often find people come up behind you. It's so annoying. So put these down and focus on the sniping. In terms of perks, I've gone for overclock. You can earn your specialist ability faster, and I'll talk about that in a second. And then in terms of perk 2, I've gone for hardwired. You're immune to a number of things, and also cold-blooded. You obviously won't be targeted by score streaks, mainly things like wraps, which they're not incredibly common, but it's so annoying when it happens, and often happens when you're trying to do what you want in the game. So it's very annoying, and hence I often recommend going for cold-blooded. If you prefer a bit of a more run and gun approach, then I've got the thing for you. I've got just the class for you. So I recommend in this case going for an ELO if that's the case, along with stock, suppressor, and fast mags. The stocks obviously just means you can move faster while aiming down sight, and I find you kind of need to aim down sight a lot with this weapon, before you go around corners and predict what the enemy's going to be doing and where they are. In terms of perks, obviously I haven't gone for tacticals. In terms of perks, I have gone for overclock again, and tracker, and cold-blooded. The reason why I'm going for tracker is so we can see the enemies, follow them, and get a kill on them. But I get quite annoyed with this class, so I like going for the other one. In terms of other snipers, it's mainly just a one-shot kill. For example, the Locust, it's a one-shot kill from the waist and upwards. Below the waist is obviously a 2-shot kill, but above it's a 1-shot kill. So you want to be aiming for the chest, really. This is a class I like, it's quite good, and it's different because it plays quite differently from the Drakon. So I've gone for the recon, the fast mags again, and rapid fire this time, because it's a bit slower firing, and obviously you might miss some bullets. If it's so slow, the enemy's going to move away before you can get a chance to shoot them. So this is going to allow you to get your shot. Now, in terms of tacticals, I've again gone for 2 shock charges. You can hold down the area and concentrate on sniping, so it's very important. And finally, perks, we've got perk 1 overclock, same reason as last time. We've also got perk 2 hardwired, and in perk 2 we've also got cold-blooded again. And that's the main class I suggest for all of the other snipers. Now, it should work the same for the BO3 and the SVG100, so same thing really. For specialists, I like going for kinetic armor again. If you're running, but you can also, if you're getting annoyed with people coming up behind you and you feel that the 2 shock charges aren't enough, then try putting down go for Nomad and go for Hive and put down some of those Hives. That's going to allow you to focus on the sniper. And then obviously for score streaks, again, just go for things like UAV and counter UAV. Try and avoid those lethal score streaks. But so basically, once you get your class, this is the thing to do. If you wanted to go for shotguns, you want to go for sort of core, and also the Chaos Moss Pit playlist, often voting for Nuketown. Whereas if you're going for the snipers, if you're going for the Drakon, you're going to want hardcore sort of TDM, and if you're going for the other snipers, you're probably going to want to go in core and Nuketown, and if not, I find TDM, you need other game modes that are in core but where you're quite far back so you can do your thing. So that's often things like TDM and other game modes like that. Well, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, feel free to leave a like. I've got loads of other Black Ops 3 videos talking about the guys. You know, I'll have the playlists in the description. I've got Infinite Warfare videos and MWR videos, although probably no one's going to want to watch those. But thank you very much for watching, guys. And my voice is about to go. I will see you guys on the next video.